What's up, everybody? I'm ThePonder, and you're watching Third Person Gaming. Now, I'm really excited about today's review. It's a game that's come out a little while back, and a lot of you probably already played this, and if you haven't played it, then you can actually go and download the demo on the Xbox Live Marketplace. Go and download it. Now, this is a really good game. In my personal opinion, I haven't seen a lot of games out there with the same kind of concept, executing the same kind of gameplay. This was a really good game. The name of the game is called Sniper Elite. It's by Rebellion, and it's a third-person shooter. Now, what can I say about this game? This fucking game is awesome. You're a sniper. How fucking sweet is that? I've heard a lot of people refer to it as World War II, Europe, war-torn, version of Splinter Cell. Okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Maybe it's got a few similarities with the sneaking around, but other than that, it's, its own game entirely. But what's wrong with, being referred to, as a knockoff of a Splinter Cell game? Splinter Cell games are great games. That's a great franchise. It's always been a great franchise, as long as I can remember. And the last one, Conviction, is another great fucking game. So, sure, go ahead and compare the two all you want. That's just gonna make, probably a lot more people out there want to play the game. Get your compare on. So, let me start off right off the bat. This game is a third-person shooter. It's linear set, but the stages are so incredibly big that it almost feels like free roam. There is pretty much nowhere in this game that you can't go within limits to, being able to climb up a vertical wall. But other than that, pretty much everything in the game is playable. Everything. You can climb on all kinds of shit. It starts you right off. The game starts you right off in the middle of the high point of an assassination mission. Right in the fucking action. I mean, right smack dab in the middle. As soon as the game gets going, you're staring down the crosshairs of your rifle. And then from there, after you take that shot, that prologue does a great job of showing you how, the rest of the game is going to be. It really sets the stage for a great game. Probably one of the best things about this video game I should mention right off the bat is the X-ray bullet cam. Oh, that shit is sick. Now, for you people that have already played this game or the demo, you know what I'm talking about. This feature is fucking awesome. Now, you can be on, 300 meters away, and, under the right circumstances, holding your breath right, in the right position, not being shot or fired upon, like, to distract your shot, you can put the bullet right where you want to put it. Like, you can put it in between the eyes, if that's where you want. You can put it in the side of the ear, the throat, the nose. Put it up his ass if you want to. I've shot guys right on the very top of their head and just skimmed the top of their scalp off. Did you just see that? Well, did you? Watch it again. Watch. Watch it again. It's an amazing game, and these guys, Rebellion, did an awesome job with just going over the top with the bullet cam, slowing the bullet down, doing the whole X-ray of when the bullet enters the body and all the damage, and if you shoot someone in the face and the bullet happens to go into the mouth, their teeth go flying off in 2 different directions. It's really, really awesome. They did a really good job with that. I mean, what can I say? It's great. It's great. So they give you 11 stages. 11 stages. And each one of the stages is pretty lengthy. It's going to take you a while to get through each one of the stages, because it's not the type of game that you can just run through and you shoot everything in the way. It's not going to work like that. It isn't going to happen. So get that thought out of your head right now. Get it out. You're not running through this game. Go play Gears of War if you want to run through like a nut blowing shit up. Now, the 11 stages are great. They're all really great. And the graphics, the detail in them are amazing. The details are just unbelievable. They have these great little collectibles in the games. These bottles that you can shoot, and you have to find them all throughout the game, and they're hidden in the most random places. They could be on top of a building in a corner, maybe on top of a chimney, maybe like sitting right in front of you and you don't even know it. One time I walked right by a bottle and it ended up being that it was literally right next to me, and I did not even see it. I probably played the stage 5 or 6 times before I saw that bottle. It was right in front of my goddamn face. But they could be kicking you in the balls and you wouldn't know they were there. They could grow little legs and little arms and little faces, and they could run up and jump and kick you in the balls, and you still would not see them standing or sitting, laying right there in front of you. There's also gold to find in the game. These little bars of gold everywhere, all over the place. But they're really, really fucking hard to find. Though, if you're, 100%er like I am, and you gotta, find everything, and you gotta do, you just gotta find all the bottles, all the gold, all the little side, caches of jewels and, Easter eggs, whatever you want to call them. This game has got some really cool ones. Those gold bars are fucking hard to find. Sure, you're going to find maybe 50 or 60 really easy, but there's 100 in the game total. And I tell you, I promise you, those last 30 are just going to be excruciatingly hard to find. You can go on YouTube. I've seen lots of tutorials on where all those gold bars are and the bottles. But you don't want to do that, do you? It's got some great DLC content as well. There's a particular DLC that you can download. I believe there's only one, and the name of the mission is called Kill the Führer. Now, anybody who's, alive and breathing right now knows that they're talking about Hitler. And yeah, you get an opportunity to fucking blow Hitler's head off. If you can. Blow his fucking head off. I shot him in the balls from behind. The fucking stage is hard. It's a good stage. It's not too big. There's a lot of area to move around, and, your vantage point is a fairly good one. Could be better. But just let me tell you this. That stage is fucking tough. It's really tough. Also, the game supports some multiplayer action, but not the typical kind of multiplayer action that you're going to think of. There's no team deathmatch There's no 1v1, there's no capture the flag, there's no team-based games, nothing like that. Nada. Zero. Zilch. Zip. Nothing. This is not that kind of game. Now, I know a lot of people were probably really disappointed with that, because there's probably a lot of cool aspects that they could have, tied in with this game, but they didn't. They decided to go a whole nother way. It was very brave and ended up, I think, being an excellent choice. You've got 3 different options in multiplayer. Obviously, other than co-op, which, most games support, you can play 2 players through the whole entire, campaign mode. But the 3 modes that you get for multiplayer are Kill Tally, Bombing Run, and Overwatch. Kill Tally has 3 levels, Bombing Run has 3 levels, and Overwatch has 3 levels. So, as far as that goes, it would have been nice if there were a few more, levels to play in the online. The cheap bastards.